Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs, and my project today is a very large box for Valentine's Day. I guess it could be for anything because I put lots of hugs and kisses on it. It measures 3 1/4 by 6 by 2. I didn't put anything in it because I think you could put a lot of different things in it if you wanted to. Okay, it's a lot of space in there. I'm not sure if this would fit. No, well, you could fit it sideways, but a lot of candy and such would fit in there. All right, I'm using the Pick of the Season stamp set, which is a Sale-a-Bration set. It's free with the $60 purchase. And just for the sentiment, I'm using Hugs for Love. All right, I'm also using the Greetings of the Season dies for these two labels there. All right, so what we need is some basic white for stamping, and then we need a piece of thick basic white that is 11 by 8 1/2. I'm using the Most Adored Designer Series paper, 2 pieces that are 3 by 4 1/4, 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 4 1/4, 1 piece that is 3 by 1 3/4, and 2 pieces that are 3 by 1. Okay, so that will all be on my blog. It's 7 pieces total. All right, let me get my Simply Scored. Now, if you don't have any of the Gifts of the Season dies, it is on Last Chance. It's $22 it's on sale for. It's still available as I'm doing this video, so hopefully it'll stay available for another couple days. All right, so we're starting on the 11-inch side. Score at 3 1/4, 5 1/4, 8 1/2, and 10 1/2. Turn it to the 8 1/2-inch side and score at 2, 6 1/2, and 7 3/4. All right, now fold and burnish all your score lines except this top one. You're going to fold towards you. All the rest you're going to fold towards the bump. Okay, so now we have the 1/2-inch rectangle over here. There is a 2-inch strip on the bottom and a 3/4-inch strip at the top. I don't think you can see this. Sorry about that. But that's what we're going to be doing. All right, I will put a piece of different color cardstock when we're done so you can see how it looks. Okay, we're going to start over here, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line and the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge both sides of the square. Okay, go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the first score line. Gonna wedge this square here and wedge up a little bit into that 1/2-inch rectangle. Okay, so now turn it so that your 1/2-inch rectangle is over here. Go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, and wedge up into that 1/2-inch rectangle. Go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off this rectangle, and wedge this one. Okay. All right, go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the second score line. Then we're going to take off the bottom rectangle and wedge the top one. Okay. Then we need to take a corner rounder and round the corners of all of these top pieces here. All right, and this is what your cardstock should look like when you're done. All right, so we're going to flip it over to the outside part and get some tear and tape and put that on what's left of the 1/2-inch rectangle. and take the backing off. Alright, then I'm going to flip it over and fold the sides to meet. Alright, so this is our back right here. This is the seam. So put in the sides and put a little glue on them, then flip the back and then the front. Okay, that's your box all ready. Alright, so let's put our DSP on. These two big pieces, the front and the back. These are the long sides. This one is the bottom, and these two are these top extra pieces, okay? Okay, now let's let that dry and we'll do some stamping. So first I'm going to use Old Olive ink, and we're going to do the top of the tree. And then with some Pecan Pie, I'm going to do the trunk. And then I'm going to bring back the Old Olive and do just below the trunk on either side. I'm going to do some grass. And then with Real Red, I'm going to do the hearts. Now this is perfect for, there's shamrock, well actually, oh, there is a shamrock and a lucky clover for St. Patty's Day, roses, and Easter eggs too. All right, and then I'm going to put the hearts in all these spaces. Okay, and then we're going to stamp the Lots of Love Hugs and Kisses from the Hugs for Love stamp set with Real Red ink. Alright, and then I'm going to use this largest die for the tree and this oval one for that. I'm going to cut them out and I'll be right back. Now we need our box. Where did I? There it is. Okay, so make sure you know which is the front and back. And I'm going to put dimensionals on this. And I'm going to put a dimensional over that top hole so that when I put the rhinestone over it, it has an extra stickiness because it would just be a hole. And I'm just going to put this down right in the middle. Now, for some reason, that little hole stayed in there. It doesn't matter if it's on there or not. And I'm going to put two dimensionals. That one I'm going to keep over the hole so it has an extra sticky, but I'm not going to take the backing off because it's going to hang over and then it will make it stick to the bottom. Alright, so we're going to leave, this is the way it goes, we're going to leave this one over that hole. And then we'll take these two off. And then I'm going to put this down about right there. All right. Now for the top, I'm going to use a hole punch and punch two sets. And then we don't have red ribbon, so I'm using this red ribbon that's retired from my stash. And I'm going to put it through all these both sets of holes and tie a bow in the front. Okay. And then I'm just going to tie a bow in the front. And then for the final touch, I'm going to put some Rhinestone Basic Jewels to cover up those tags. So I'm going to put a large one right on top of that hole at the top. And then a small one kind of next to that. And then we'll put a medium one on this hole. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. All of my info is below. And please subscribe and hit the like button. I will see you next time. Bye.